Hey everybody, welcome back to the Print 3D channel. Today is August 29th, and that means day 241 of the 3DP 365 project. And on today's episode, we printed out this 3D scanned sleeping angel sculpture, so stick around. Hey everybody, welcome back, and thank you for joining me here for day 241 of the 3DP 365 project. On today's episode, we printed out this very cool sleeping angel sculpture, and this is an actual 3D scan of a sculpture that was made 3D printable. And our print turned out awesome. I am very happy with the results. There's not a lot of detail, it's a very rough detailed scan, but what detail there is, my gMax did a stellar job of picking it up. And we used some of that MatterHackers Pro PLA in the color of silver too. And I really love this filament because it's a step above gray. It's got that nice sheen to it. And it's not a metallic filament. It just has a really cool finish and sheen to it. And it is a little bit of a richer color. And we downloaded this model from Thingiverse. And this was posted by the guys over at 3DWP. And I'm sure you're familiar with these guys because they do a lot of posts of 3D scanned items. And not all of their stuff is actually scanned by them. A lot of the stuff is from other source material. And what they do is they bring it into Mesh Mixer or some other 3D application and clean it up and make it 3D printable. Because a lot of times those 3D scans have huge holes in them because you may not get all the geometry when you're taking your imagery depending on the application you're using. So what they do is they give it a flat bottom, they patch up all the holes, and they clean up a lot of the geometry and make it easily 3D printable. Now a lot of the items are going to require a ton of support material. But I decided to go with an item that I thought might need support material, but not use it whatsoever. And we downloaded this model, like I said, from Thingiverse, and we dropped it into Simplify 3D for slicing. In Simplify 3D, I used a 0.16mm layer height with 3 top layers, 3 bottom layers, and 3 perimeters. I also used 10% infill on this model, and I did not generate any support material, and I ran this out at 35mm per second at 100% scale of the actual model. And after about 6.5 hours of print time, our print turned out awesome. I am super happy with the results. All the detail that's in the scan is actually in the print. There is some areas in the model where I probably would have used support, being the cautious person that I am, but I decided to throw caution to the wind and go ahead and run this without support. And those areas would have been under here near these wing tips, and probably right here near the top of the little angel's head where it's laying down on her arms. And those areas there, they actually turned out really good. And I don't know if you can see that, but I'll try and get some shots in the end in the close-ups so you guys can actually see those areas. And you can see some of the filament layering, but it didn't droop and it didn't cause like a huge mess underneath there, which is really good. And I'm really glad because I didn't want to have to use all that extra plastic for one, and for two, to have to clean up the model and have all kinds of problems with it. But like I said, the print itself, it turned out really good. I am super happy with the results. There was quite a few little retraction spikes on the top here because as it was finishing the model, there's lots of little areas that the extruder needs to move to. And depending on your retraction settings, that's going to cause the filament to go up and down like a sewing machine. And sometimes that'll cause skipping or under extrusion issues. And that's the biggest problem when it comes to fine detail near the end of a model or anywhere in a model. If you're having a lot of retraction settings, those can cause layer under extrusion issues or even layer skip issues because the extruder is really working overtime to do what you would like it to do in that area of the model. But on the top here, there was quite a few little retraction spikes, but they came right off, and there's no holes, I don't see any at least, and that's a good thing because then my retraction settings have been tuned good. I did put the seam at 300 by, I believe, 250 or 300 millimeters, and it ran right up the edge of the wing area here. So there's some areas there that are a little bit rough, but that's because of the seam, not because of anything printing. And I think this print turned out awesome. This is a very cool model. And of course, I'll put the information down in the description to the original post of the 3D model, along with 3DWP's post on Thingiverse. And I could definitely see printing this out in some metallic infused filaments and giving it a really cool aged look. Well, that about wraps it up for day 241 of the 3DP 365 project. If you're looking for ways to support the channel, check out the affiliate links down in the description for MatterHackers, Amazon, and GearBest. Anything you purchase through those affiliate links will throw a little bit back to the channel, and it doesn't cost you a penny, and we really appreciate it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Comment, like, and share those videos, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.